Welcome back to Drumard Farm. It's episode 13 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for this little piggy. It's not going to market, we're going to bring him here first. So, in the last episode, I was talking about the various different crops we're going to put in the ground, because I'm not just going to go and buy pig food. How we're looking for, I think I did all the eggs, didn't I? All the ones that were there actually at the time. There we go, we've got one. So yeah, rather than buy pig food, I'm going to do the crops because we know they can grow very quickly. If you joined me on the live stream the other day, thank you, where we looked at seasons through the ages, 17, 19, 22 and talked about 25. That was cool. It was nice coming back on here and sort of talking about seasons and showing the seasons mod off and what it entailed. I haven't been running it on this one, but it was available. So what we're going to do then, we get to use our new planter. Very, very cool. What I will do as well, I'll show you the map. Now looking at that, like I said, we're going to need corn, that's the base feed. So I'm going to do half the big field in corn. We are going to do... oh no, did I delete it? I might have deleted a clip that I needed. Oh no. Potentially. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to put barley in the other half. We've got soybean that we got off of the fields we were doing. Field 16, we got some soybean. I'll show you in a moment. And then what I'm going to do up at field 34, above the other farm, I'm going to do sugar beet, not potato. I haven't done sugar beet on... I'm going to do sugar beet anyway, regardless of why. If we go to our map... Oh, I hope I've still got the clip. I bought field 17. It wasn't too expensive, and it had soybean in it. Well, did I do that at the end of the last episode? I don't think I did. Anyway, I don't know, I can't remember. So much is happening every day, it's, you know... Anyway, so what I've done now is I've ploughed it all out, ploughed between the two and extended, and all of them have been fertilised. 33 hasn't had any extra fertiliser, actually on 34, 33 hasn't had any extra. So, like I say, half of this corn, half barley. Potentially, because I've got soybean off both, we should have some soybean. Could do some more soybean, I guess. Or do I want to do... Oh, we'll work it out. It's all good. We'll work it out. Let's have a look. What are we looking at crops in storage? Soybean, 17,239. That'll be enough to get some pig food in and get them fed to start off with. Even if we'd have to go along and then replant some more. But as you can see, we've got a little bit of barley, 4,401 litres, but not enough to maintain us. We've got no corn, we've got no potatoes or sugar beet, and we have now got our new planter. So what we're going to do is seed and plant. Actually, we can run both because I brought both vehicles over. So let's go with... Did I top this up? I think I might have filled this as well. That's why we're down to 71,000. I think we were on, what we're on, 75, 76, something like that. Yes, we have got it in. I don't want sunflower, I want it on corn. And then this will do the sugar beet as well up at the other field. Even if we have to refill it. So we get to use our new gear. Especially as we are now so case sensitive. If you didn't see the last episode, we did buy a bit of case stuff. We have gone very red on the farm, even if it's not case. We've got a lot of horse stuff and yeah, a whole load. Now, do I go up the middle first? That's what we'll do. Let's go like that. I'm going to go up the middle first, just to make sure I get the split right. So if I'm looking bottom left, watching my GPS where the track was, which is about here, and do that. If we go directly up, now again I've got no fertiliser in this, so I don't think we'll be able to hire a worker, but we'll try. Like, I'd forgotten that was a thing, that it wouldn't run unless you had both in there. Isn't that weird? I'll try and keep it straight as I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'll leave a little bit of a gap and we'll put the other crop in next to it. So once, I mean, it's going to be such a problem, isn't it? Because I can't hire a worker. And the problem is, if I put fertiliser in, it's going to cost me money to put fertiliser in. It's because I fertilised it first. I guess I shouldn't have done. I should have done it, put the fertiliser in this, and then I could hire a worker. Because I was going to say, well, I'll get one off and running, and then I can set the other one, and then I'll go and get the other one, and we can do both at the same time. So we can plant and seed all at the same time. But unfortunately, that's not going to be a thing. So we get all this in. Hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have pigs and we'll have the feed, because what I want to do is get all of this in, we'll get it grown, we'll get it harvested, and we'll get them fed. That's what I'm planning to do. Obviously we're going to have to go and buy them and put them in as well, but I'm not going to buy them until we've got the feed in place. I'm trying to think, F17, this was before we didn't have mixers, did we? We had TMR, but this was because this. Yes, that's right. Because everyone used to say, again, I was watching Dagwin, and everyone said, "Oh, when are we going to be able to mix our own pig foods and stuff like that? We can do TMR, but we can't do pig food." And he was doing a let's play on an Irish map, and I remember him going to this set of silos and putting stuff in to mix up pig food and thinking, "Oh, that is so cool." You know, if only we had that on console. And again, we have now. And more. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff we can do now, and with all the different maps and all the different mixes and all the different animal types, and we seem to be able to mix up pretty much anything. I suppose with productions being a thing, it gave that factory aspect a whole new thing. You know, you could do all sorts of cool stuff. We're actually not getting through as much as I thought we were going to. Oh, that's a good point though. We are going to need a corn header, aren't we? Because we don't own a corn header. Oh, we could lease a corn header, I suppose. We'll do that maybe. Oh, got to get further over. I keep assuming that's going to catch. Anyway, I'm going to get this done. There'll probably be another little clip in a minute. I'm going to have to go and scour through my stuff. I bet I did remove that clip. Because I did that thing, I posted the last episode. And thought, okay, right, I'm done with all that footage. I don't need that. Ugh. Never mind. Changed my mind and I decided, you know what, if it means I'm going to get I can hire a worker, I'll put fertiliser in it. It cost me 11.5 grand to put the fertiliser in, but what I did do was do 2 more buckets of silage to the biogas plant, which covered the cost of it. So it does mean I can hire a worker now and the work can carry on. So while the worker's doing that, I'm going to put wheat in. I'm never too sure. I'm trying to think if I've ever done testing on it. I've always perceived wheat and barley to be exactly the same, but I don't know if the wheat yields are a little bit better than barley yields. It doesn't matter either way round. But I'm going to do. There we go. Just leave a bit of a gap. So wheat going in this side. Corn in the other side. And then, like I say, I don't know whether maybe I should do more soybean. So I might replant my new field 16-17, my hybrid field. Put soybean back in it. I think maybe that will be what I was going to do. Yeah, this does struggle. That's why I went with the other bigger tractor, but we're both bigger-ish seeders now. When we get onto the flat, it's not too bad. It just doesn't do particularly well on hills. There we go, come on. So once both of these are done, yeah, you'll probably see another clip in a little while of me with the planter up at field 33, not 34, putting the sugar beet in. Obviously that means we're going to need to lease a sugar beet harvester of some description. Well, I mean, we might go trailed actually. I don't think we're going to go full-blown massive. You know, it's a fairly small field. But as long as we can get the stuff off the field, that's the main thing. Another big difference as well in 17, that thing of, you know, I guess another thing that we kind of take for granted. You know what I'm going to do? Turn that off, lift it, I'm going to seed this from the other way down rather than going up the hill, and then once I've done a couple of strips I'm going to go up and down that way. That'll be easier. Yeah, but contract work on 17, as we've already seen, you can't use your own equipment and machinery. You can only use what they provide because you click on it and it gives you the contract. All the machinery is there. You just do the job and the job only. So planting, seeding, whatever it is. If it's harvesting, you didn't get any crop back. There was no crop left over. There was nothing, because you weren't delivering it. All you were doing was harvesting. So that concept of when you've done your harvest contracts, because what I would normally do if I was doing pig food and not buying pig food, I would pick up as many different contracts as I could that were harvesting the crops I required. And if I'd harvested the crops I required, chances are there'd be some left over, even if it was only a little bit from each one. You do that a few times and you can build up a stock in your silos for feeding your pigs. Or, as I'm doing here, plant it yourself. Because I was looking at it thinking, oh, there's, you know, we've got sugar beet and we've got potatoes in the ground, but if I do the contracts on those, I don't get anything left over, so there's no point. It doesn't work. Right, same thing again, back up to the top. My second one back down, that one's cracking away, no problem at all. See you later. Wheat and corn are in the field. So, sugar beet is. I'm going to take the back route up round behind the farm. We'll get this in, and then I'll do the soybean. I think what I'll probably do is then we'll skip ahead. I've got no other jobs. I don't think I've got any other jobs I need doing. Another big difference again on obviously there's the liming aspect of things. There's no liming on 17, and there's no rolling required. Required. You don't have to do it. And when you've got the field info screen on 22 and you look at it and it says field needs ploughing, field needs rolling, field, you know, whatever it might be, needs a lime, and the rolling gives you a little bit of a bonus on yield. Once you've done your seeding and it's in and then you roll it, you get a little bit of a bonus. That's not a thing. There are rollers. There's all very, you know, there's all the various different things you can use and utilise. And again, most of that, and then still to some degree, on 22 comes down to the realism aspect of it. You know, if you ploughed a field, you wouldn't seed into a ploughed field. You would plough the field and then you would have a cultivator or something or a roller, and you would flatten out. You need a better seed bed for getting your seed in, so you're prepping the seed bed with whatever things you're going to be putting in, whether it's nutrients, nitrogen, whatever you're putting in. Sometimes you can do side dressing, so you put your crop in, then you would side dress your nitrogen. It depends how you go about doing those kind of things, and like I say, so there's all these immersive ways you can add in more steps, but realistically you don't have to. And obviously with the no-till systems now as well, you can just harvest a field and then come back in and bang, straight onto it and seed again, no problem at all. So it depends, you know. And it's interesting that how those steps progressed as we're moving forward, and looking at the textures on 25, the things that, you know, looking at the ploughing texture. I think I showed it on my Spakovo Let's Play yesterday, the start of my new series on 22. The difference between the ploughing texture on here and that, night and day. Absolutely incredible, really. So yeah, I'm not going to need all this sugar beet. I think it's 5%. That's all I need, isn't it? I'm pretty sure for pig food it's only 5% on 17. So again, it'll probably be tomorrow now, not tomorrow, day after. However long it takes for the crops to grow, really. time has passed. I've been keeping up with making sure the animals are fed. Everything's clean, tidy, feed-wise. We did alright with the milk. We've got 12,895 litres of liquid manure. We've got 10,216 litres of regular manure. Milk tanks filling up again. And then obviously we've got all that digestate sat there too. But our fields are ready to harvest. So corn here, wheat over there. I'm going to do the wheat first. And then we're going to lease a corn header and we're going to do the corn. I planted soybean in the field over there, and you saw me do the sugar beet up there. So I'm going to lease a trailed sugar beet harvester. I have assembled gear. We have got a load of straw in the silo over here, but because we're going to be doing a straw swath on there anyway, I thought we'll grab some for the bedding for the pigs. I think we still have bedding for pigs. I'm sure we do. Bedding for the pigs. So once we've gathered everything, then we're going to. I've already leased the animal trailer. We'll get some pigs over, and then all the various different feed types, we'll get them in, and we'll have pigs. We can play piggy in the middle. Apparently. Is that a thing? Is that a thing everywhere? Yeah, I assume it must be, mustn't it? So. Oh, that's a point. Can we get through this gap? Maybe I should have come at it from the road further down. I don't that's not great. Let's do it there. There we go. A bit straw on the ground, but we'll pick it up as we go. So we should have plenty of wheat. Shouldn't have a problem there. I'll cut back again. See what we'll do. We've got a little bit of money overnight because we sold the milk and our greenhouses and our apple and orange trees. What else have we got producing? The bees, the beehives are producing, and the milk sales. The money's gone up a little bit. So what I'll do, I'm going to set a worker off, and then we'll go into the online brochure, and we'll pre-order the lease of our various bits we're going to need. Do I need all this straw? No. I could have just gone and got out the silo. Actually, to be fair, I could have done that. Let's get that running with a worker. So that what that frees us up to do, if we go to our beet harvesting, we're going to need a topper, which we'll lease. We're going to do the Rootster 604, which we're going to lease. That's quite pricey. Then we're going to come out of there and we're going to go to... Oh, headers was all one thing, wasn't it? We didn't have separate regular headers and corn headers. No, we didn't, did we? Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be. We got foldables, haven't we? The Capello HS16 at 12 meters. That's the one, isn't it? That's the way to go. That does fold up, doesn't it? And we'll get it in red anyway. Lease that. No, not buy it. Whoa. Right, so that's all the things we're going to need leased. Is that going to miss that corner, or are we going to be alright? We might be alright. So what I might do actually, if we take our Magnum, while this is harvesting, if I just go around the outsides and make sure we've got everything we need, and let this crack on, so I'll do one run round, and then we'll grab the Magnum, we'll go and get the stuff for doing the sugar beet, and we'll go and get that field done, while this is doing this field. Bit of multitasking, doesn't go amiss, does it? I guess there's nothing stopping us going to get the pigs as well. So what we can do is once we get the corn header and we get the cornfield going, we can then go up to the animal dealer and we'll get the pigs. We'll get the pigs in because we'll be able to start getting some of the crop types in as well. We've got some soybean already, although we've still got another soybean field now to harvest. This will work out alright. Actually, I can set it straight up. Well, actually, to be fair, I don't think we were 100% straight, but as good as it's going to get, I think. Header, where's that? Let's just come over a little bit. It won't harvest the corn, but just make sure we're getting everything. Right, let's get that going. I will see you over there. I'm going to go and take the Magnum. Let's go and get the sugar beet stuff. We'll do our trailed sugar beet. Actually, I might need the trailer over there. Just trying to think. Nearly full grain tank already. Wow, that was quick. That's alright. We'll take it. Okay, maybe not. I'll unload this first. We'll go and get some grain in. Why not? I'll grab the topper. We'll grab the harvest. I've grabbed the harvester, as you do. We like a bit of grabbing, apparently. And get the lights on, just so we can see what we're doing. Turn that on. Drop that down. Turn that on. Don't think we need to do the pipe yet, do we? Pretty sure we don't. We're gonna get a fair bit. It's a small field, but we're gonna get. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do the whole thing. I'm gonna have to finish off the wheat harvest first because we've only got the one trailer because I sold the small trailer because I'm a buffoon. And I thought that'd be alright. We haven't got to worry about that too much, have we? Actually, you know what we'll do is come up with a slightly different angle to this so I can cut across the middle of everything. I remember using this setup on Chellington on 17, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. It's only holds 6,000 litres, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does. Yeah, so I'm going to have to finish off the other harvest first. But my concern with this is when I put the pipe out, like so, is the pipe going to be high enough to fit into... No, it's not, is it? That back, that IT runner back, it's going to be too high, isn't it? I think. That's going to require some thought. I don't think I've come up with a message yet saying that the harvest is full, unless it's finished, maybe. Done 2 unloads. Through the bush as we go. We've got 80 grand, you know what? I shouldn't have ever got rid of that other trailer. Should have kept it. We are full. Okay. So actually what we can do, we can still top to the end. Well, we'll put the pipe out. I suppose I can bring it and I can I'll just put it on the floor. I don't need to get another trailer. I'll just keep telling myself what I need to tell myself. Right, that's the first bit done. That's the first 6,000 litres anyway. And bearing in mind root crops as well. There's a lot of field there to do. I'm not going to do the whole field, just enough to get the pig going. I mean, I will do the whole field, but not to get the pigs going. Because the pig bit is only 5%, is it? Doesn't say the percentage, does it? I've put the straw in already. I found the straw point. That's gone in. We've actually got another sheep and we've got another cow. We're up to 19 cows now. So we've had another new birth, which is great. Oh no, it does say at the bottom. There you go. I'm pointing again. But right at the bottom in the middle of the pig bit, 50% base, 25% grain, 20% protein, 5% root crop. So we're going to need a very little root crop. But we'll have a load. So, I mean, why not? That being said, we haven't got a root crop storage, have we? I don't think we've got one installed. I've had a problem with this. I'm putting into it, no problem at all. I brought up the my TMR mixer and it wouldn't register that was there. I couldn't get anything to come out of here into the TMR mixer at all. Which was very strange. I couldn't get it to come out into the normal trailer either. But it came out into the forage wagon. I don't... Yeah, not sure. Not working for some reason. I changed my mind. I did buy a trailer, only a small one, a little Massey Ferguson one, 14,000 litres, and that'll be perfect for doing things like root crops and moving the odd little bit around. We finished off the wheat, so I've gone and grabbed the corn header. The wheat is all in the back of the lorry. I'll bring the lorry over and we'll feed that. Like I say, there's a lot of moving parts in this episode. Usual thing I talk about, jigsaw puzzle. It's getting all those pieces in the right place. I think pigs might have to be next. If we get the pigs in, then we can balance everything to the amount of pigs we get. I haven't decided how many pigs we're going to get yet, but let's unfold. No, let's unfold the header. There we go. Not disconnect the header. Turn the beacons off. Then what I'll do, I'll get this running. Then I'll go over and get the sugar beet. And then I think we'll, once we've accumulated everything where we need it, because I'm going to need to sort out the wheat, so it'll be pigs next. Because I think we'll put the wheat in once we've got the pigs in. Whatever wheat we've got left over, we'll go into the silo, and then we can come back out and we can grab the corn. That's what we're going to do. Oh yes. Of course I forgot. Keep pressing the wrong button. Whoa, go on. Oh, that was weird. Okay. And we're off. Corn! God, bit of everything. Bit of everything. I've taken the header from the wheat field. That's now oversat by the soybean fields. That's ready to go. So once the corn's done, I can do soybean. But like I said, we have got soybean in storage from the previous episode, so we should be okay there. Right, sugar beet. Yes, let's go there. Like I said, just a small one, but it works perfect on the Massey on the front. So we'll be able to get 2 full loads and a little bit, which is great. I'm very happy with my purchase. Excellent. Turn that off. Let's get back into field with this. Pipe in. Whoa, one trailer. There we go. We've got plenty of grass, straw, all that kind of stuff at the moment. I'm not too worried about driving over the grass. It will regrow. Drop that down. Whoops, just a little bit. There we go. Turn that on. Let's go again. I will mop up. So, next, pigs. What am I going to use? The JCB. I've got water in the water tank. That's over at the other farm as well. That's sat there. So I'll grab the JCB. We'll go and grab the animal trailer. Let's put some pigs in. Take those over, unload those, and then we'll start adding in all the various different feeds that are required for feeding our little piggies. Wow, okay, we're nearly full again. Let's turn the front off. So then what we'll do, do that corner. I'm going to left myself a lot of rooms because I extended the field. It's my own fault. It's time for pigs. I filled up that trailer of sugar beet, and what I've done is I've disconnected the rootster and I'm letting the Magnum just do the top end at the moment. I thought I'd let it top because otherwise it will fill up and it will sit there. So if it does the top in, I can go back and I can clean the rest up later on. But what we're going to do is get ourselves some pigs. $3 a pop. We can do 9. So I reckon we're going to do 18, like we did with the cows, I think. Let's confirm that, shall we? 9 of them. They're in there. So if they seem happy or not, maybe. We have got another half thing. Is it half? I don't quite got half of wool again to do. But let's get the pigs in, both loads, so we've got our 18 in there that we're going to have, and then we'll put in everything we need for those 18. I think this was back in the days as well, and I'm trying to think as well, we're doing the animals, on 17, where the amount of animals you had governed how much feed would go in. The more animals you had, the more feed was required. Whereas now we seem to have that situation, don't we, where it will say that an animal pen will hold X amount of feed, and it will put that in regardless of how many animals you've got in. I'm correct in that one. I love the fact I'm always second guessing everything I say. Oh dear. And it'll be the same when 25 comes out, because then you'll be going on and I'll be showing stuff and looking at stuff and thinking, hang on a minute, how does it work on 22? I've been playing it for 3 years. It should be stuck in my mind by now, shouldn't it? So we'll get these in, we'll come back for the next. We've got our harvesters full of corn but needs to be unloaded. I can't unload until I've unloaded the grain trailer of wheat. I've got a full trailer of sugar beet, that's all here. So I reckon, yeah, we'll get these in first. Oh, have I left myself enough room? Probably not. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we'll be alright. Maybe. There we go. Automatic gate opening. Perfect. We get right over this side, we should be alright. Nice. And then, let's get these in, shall we? Unload. Confirm. We got pigs. They're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Sorry. Don't know what that was about. We got a load of eggs though. I didn't collect the eggs this morning. Oh no! Look at all this lot. Oh, blimey! Look at them all. Cripes. Is that all of them? Yep, we're good. And then, like I said, we've got water there as well. So we've got everything we're going to need. I just need to get the next 9, and then we'll start putting all the feed in, and then we'll be golden. And that was my intention. As I said in the last episode, my final episode, I just want to make sure we've got all the animals. So we've done them all. We've done a bit of everything. We haven't done a huge amount of contracting, but we've done a bit of forestry. We've done a bit of greenhouses. We've done a bit with the fruit trees. We've done a bit of everything. I just wanted to make sure, and we've done the different crops. So rather than just going and buying pig food, we've grown the stuff. I did skip ahead to get there. And I don't know how people feel about that. I'm constantly being told you should skip ahead till the next harvest, which is what we just did. Admittedly, it only took, what, 2 days, but we got there. I did all the prep for all the stuff, so we've got tons of stuff for total mixed rations, so we won't have to worry for a while for feeding the cows. We can do the sheep whenever we need to, and now we're getting all the stuff for doing pig food. So that was all I wanted to do. I wanted to come on, experience it all, have another go, see what it was all like again. So let's get these others in, let's get them fed, and I'll be happy with my lot in life. Kind of. Eggs. We're nearly there. Nearly. 18 are in. Water. Let's go. We have water for 6 days. Water for days. Excellent stuff. Right, that's that done. This is going to be ridiculous because it's going to take such a small amount, isn't it? Unload that. There we go. That was all it took. 520 litres. And I've got an entire field of the stuff, and I don't have a root crop storage. I don't think. Well, I wonder if this silo takes it. I don't know if it takes it or not. But what we'll do, we'll move out of the way, because now we've got to get our grain crop in, and then we'll go and we'll sort out our corn. Bedding's in, so that's good. And that also means that we'll start getting manure, as we will as well with our slurry. That's the first bit. Right, let's go to our lorry. Get this done, and what doesn't go in, and this is probably not going to take a huge amount either, what doesn't go in will then go into the go into the silo. Stop there. Boom. Fair enough. I got this set to tip side. Got the wrong tip side, potentially. Rest in here. Don't know how much space I've got left in this actually. There we go, that's better. Let's put that away. Then we'll go and get the corn out of the beddings in water. That's all of it, isn't it? It will just be the corn, which is the bulk of what needs to go in, and we'll go and get that from the harvester. We've got the rest of that field to harvest. I need to see if I can put the root crop in here. Let's have a look at how we're looking. Let's have a look at how we're looking. Corn. Oh, soybean. We need to put our soybean in as our protein, and we've got another whole field for that. Now I need to go and get that from here, which we can do. I've got all that straw that needs to go in as well. And we don't need a huge amount, but we'll put it in. Where's our soybean? That should be enough. At least it gives them something. And then also I've got an entire field of that to harvest now. But at least we've got them fed for 6 days. And then it's just corn left. Right. I'm curious about the silo situation. I'm pretty sure on 17 we did have a separate root crop storage, didn't we? It's the one we've had, I think, on all of them, and it was it a Vanquish 081? Or was it a JiT-Mod Passion? I can't remember who made it initially, but we'll see if we can put it into this silo. If we can't, then it will mean either just putting it in a heap. And we could, realistically, we could just pile all the sugar beet up in the corner of the barn. It doesn't have to be in the silo. There are plenty of places that do that. Because we are going to have all the rest of that field to clear. It's coming up with the option to tip. Oh, get in! Oh, we're sorted. Monster. Right. So it's just the corn. Look at all this equipment. Oh, right. What did I hit? Did I hit a chicken? A very strong chicken. Now I think it was just a bit of a branch or something. Them strong chickens, though. Now, could I continue playing on here? Of course I could. The same as any map, the same as any Let's Play. You can carry on and for as long as you want. You can roll through cycle after cycle after cycle. You can continue and set yourself a target that you might want to have a certain amount of livestock. You might want to have them reproduce and you might want to double your livestock. That's much easier in 22 because when it gets to the point they reproduce, all your animals that can reproduce. So you double your herds, your flock, you know, each time. Whereas in 17 it wasn't, it was one at a time. The more animals you had, obviously the faster, or the faster that reproduction rate was. And do you want to set yourself a target of owning all the fields? Do you want to have, you know, whatever it might be. There might be a whole load more mods you want to try out and play with and have a go at and that kind of thing. So that'll be enough to feed, but what I want to do is get the harvester going again. Bacon's off. Actually, not what I'm going to do. Just want to strip across the top. And then get that going, and let's get this corn in. I haven't done pig food like this in ages. That's all of it, 42,765 litres of corn off the field. I've still got that soybean field to do, and I've got the rest of the sugar beet field to do. But this is all I was intending to do. Get to this point. So, there we go. All 3 animal types, sheep, pigs, cows, fed. Productivity is going up. Of all 3 of them, we're going to get our pigs quicker. Reproduction rate 14 hours 32. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We've already got some liquid manure. We've also already got some manure being produced. If we go across to our... Where are we? There we go. So we've now got a few more products in there. I haven't got any sunflower, I haven't got any potato, but we've got a load of other stuff. So we're already producing stuff, I'm already storing stuff. I mean, I'm trying to think on 22 when I do this. I'll often store the odd thing here and there. And like I said, if I've got a few bits and bobs left over from contracts. But again, I guess because it's the productions thing, isn't it? Anything you're producing, or generally speaking, anything I have produced for quite a while, has been produced because I'm doing it for a production, for an onward production, not necessarily for pigs and not necessarily just to have it in storage to sell. Generally speaking, it is for something else, whereas this isn't. And it's, like I say, it's a simpler thing. Like I said right from the start of the Let's Play, simpler time, happy swine, happy time. They're in here, they're happy, they're fed, and that's it for Drumard. Like I said, I only ever came on to just see what it was like again, have a play on it again, re-familiarise myself with it, compare it to what we're doing, and that's what I've been doing the whole time, comparing it not just to 19 but to 22 mainly, and I've loved every minute of it. Am I going to do a 19 series? I might do, and that's what I was alluding to earlier. I might do a map and run the seasons mod, so what we were talking about on the live stream. But again, only like, what's this, 12, 13 episodes we've done here? Maybe the same sort of thing, 10, 11, 12 episodes on FS19, but using the Seasons mod, which will enhance that massively. But we're done. That's it on Drumard. Thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have been inspired to jump on and play themselves and have a go. That's fantastic. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.